Alright, what's going on, boys? In this video, I'm going to be talking about Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje in UFC 291. Yeah, guys, this fight is coming up this weekend. I'm really excited. Or is it this weekend or next weekend? I think it's next weekend. But Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje, and obviously, I really want to get into this because, obviously it's a fight that's coming up ahead of the, Tom Aspinall stuff that's been going on lately. So, do I think Dustin Poirier is going to beat Justin Gaethje in this fight? I really think, man, Dustin Poirier deserves the title, to be honest. And I know, that's a stretch, and, Poirier, has got some real challenge, against, obviously the champion being, Islam Makhachev, and number 2 being Charles Oliveira. He's got a big challenge there, but I think from a fighting standpoint and as a fan of the UFC, I think Dustin Poirier deserves this title shot, man. Honestly, I think so. Beating Charles Oliveira, which is, Charles Oliveira is right now on the biggest momentum wave he has ever been in his career. Winning against, Volkanovski, putting a really good fight up against Islam the first time. I think, he's got a big chance here, to get the title back and against Islam. And I just think, man, this Poirier and Gaethje fight, I think Gaethje is going to do it. If I had to make an accurate prediction, I would say Gaethje, man. His striking is so, his striking is so good. It's so advanced. And don't get me wrong, Dustin Poirier is a very Swiss Army knife type fighter. He can do everything to a good standard. Knees, kicks, elbows. He can do everything to a really good standard. But Justin Gaethje, I think, is going to have too much for him. And, we've seen what Gaethje can do. These guys are top lightweights right now. But I just think, I want Dustin Poirier to win this fight, because if he does win against Justin Gaethje, he is in title contention, and, obviously it's going to be, whoever wins is going to face Charles Oliveira, and, whoever wins is going to face Islam for the lightweight bout, or the lightweight title. So, Dustin Poirier can wrestle really good. On the ground, his scrambles are really good. His takedown, he has, Dustin Poirier has beautiful takedown defense. Do I think Justin Gaethje is going to use his wrestling in the fight? I don't think so. We've seen, in the past with the Khabib promo, when Khabib fought Gaethje for his last, the fight before he retired, there was a question of, is Justin Gaethje's wrestling going to be, the toughest matchup for Khabib? And it was. A lot of people said, this is Khabib's toughest test against Justin Gaethje. And what did Khabib do? He got a second-round submission, and he respectfully destroyed Justin Gaethje. So I just think Justin Gaethje with facing Khabib. Both of these guys have faced Khabib before. Dustin's obviously faced Khabib. Justin Gaethje is also. But I just think this fight, when they face against each other, I think Gaethje's going to have too much for him. And I think he will finish Dustin. Not just decision, but I think he will finish Dustin. But, man, Dustin, bro, he deserves it, man. He's beat Conor McGregor 2 times. Who has beat Conor McGregor 2 times in a row? UFC 257, he beat him in January. And UFC 264, he also beat him, and I think, man, he's beaten the toughest guys in the division, and he deserves the title. But Dustin Poirier is going to use his brawling. I think Dustin's going to catch Justin in the fight. He's a good brawler on the feet. He can mix it up. He's got good head movement. Like I said, good takedown defense. And Poirier is just such a good stand-up fighter. You know, I don't think this fight is going to go to the ground whatsoever. I think it's just going to be a matter of if Justin can just catch Dustin enough to the point where he could hurt him and put him away, and I think that's what's going to happen. But we'll see. We'll see what goes on. You know, I might be wrong, but I've made some really good predictions on this channel, and I've predicted a lot of fights. I've called a lot of fights to a T, and I would say I'm very, very confident. If you ask me how confident I am that Gaethje is going to finish Poirier, I am very confident that he will finish Poirier in this fight. But we'll see. We'll see if it goes down like that. Yeah, his stand-up is just way too good. Way too good. You know, Poirier, I feel like he's going to, use the calf kicks and bring that approach to the fight, just like he did with Conor, because you know how good it was against Conor. So I think he'll use that approach against Gaethje, but Gaethje, is, even though Gaethje is a volume striker, Dustin is not going to have enough ground, is not going to have the ground game to beat Gaethje on the ground. If people say, well, yeah, Gaethje doesn't have real one-punch knockout power. Dustin's gonna put him into a clinch or take him down, sweep him to the ground, and try to get like a arm lock or body lock or something like that. But Dustin's not really a grappler like that. Even though he knows grappling to a really good standard, he's not the grappling type. So I think Dustin, with his volume striking, is going to get him out. Get him out of there quick. That's what I think is going to happen. Let me know what your guys' prediction is for this fight against Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje in UFC 292. We'll see what happens, but let me know down in the comments below who you got, and it should be interesting, man. The lightweight division is so fun right now. When this fight goes down, it's going to be Gaethje versus Oliveira, and then, if Oliveira wins, it's going to be Oliveira versus Islam for the strap. Really exciting things going on right now. But that is my prediction, guys. That is my analysis. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe what you guys think. The best analyst channel for UFC or MMA. Subscribe for daily videos. And, yeah, guys, I'm out. Peace.